All right, so this is Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. I'm privileged to have BLAKK RASTA with me in the studios. My name is Arnold, Elavanyo. You can always call me, bro, you see me? Now, what you have to know is that Plano is still a proud partner of Vibes in 5, and Plano is giving out free cash. All you have to do is to refer the Plano platform to a friend or two. As many people as you refer to the Plano platform, you make money off them just by referring them to the platform. Again, Green Select is a device used to test your blood sugar content level. So those of you taking a lot of sugar, get the Green Select device for 300 cedis only from Costless Ventures, and then you can keep your blood sugar content in check. And next, ESK Collections. ESK Collections here to make up and beaded accessories both here and out there in the US of A. So if you want to look good as a lady for your party, contact ESK Collections and they will have you sorted. My name again, Arnold Elavanyo. BLAKK RASTA is with me, the controversial, ever top, Salaga soldier, the Tonga man. BLAKK RASTA.
Yes. Thank you so much, Arnold.
Thank you for coming. We've just been waiting for you to join us in the studios. I know you were on air with the taxi driver show on Xylophone.
For real.
Not too long ago, you were attacked. Do you still live in fear?
Well, I've never lived in fear. Fear has never been in my dictionary at all, because, I mean, if you're a man who fears God, and it tells you that if you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he shall be with you. His rod and his staff shall comfort you. You know, I take a lot of inspiration from that, and I've never feared a man.
You've never feared a man?
Yes, I only show people respect. That's all. I've never lived in fear. And, I mean, the attack only showed that, yes, you are hitting people hard. You are hitting the criminals hard. All those people who have been stealing the taxpayers' money. All those goons around in the name of service, making themselves our masters. Saying, I mean, so these are the people I want to hit. So if I feel like I'm hitting them, then it calls for a celebration rather than fear.
Do you suspect that the attack was politically motivated?
I want to believe that, because who on earth will not like BLAKK RASTA apart from criminals and thieves? You know, BLAKK RASTA is a man who represents the people.
Right.
Saying, when I speak with the voice of the people. Saying, if we all speak at the same time, the noise is going to inundate whatever is positive that should come out. Right. So for that reason, we all have to channel it through one voice so that we will be audible. And I believe that that voice is me.
It's you.
People are talking, but through me, I, reiterate whatever they are saying, and the authorities have to hear.
And I mean, so do you describe your path as a dangerous path?
It is. It is. When Moses went all the way to the desert, through all the way down to the people of Egypt and brought them through the desert, it wasn't an easy journey. Yeah, some people had to perish. Some people died. 40 solid years on the desert wasn't easy. So I see myself as the prophet of the time. When I say prophet of the time, it has nothing to do with religion.
Right.
I am just using it in the sense of the leader of the youth. That's what I think about myself right now. And I think that, we are doing it to perfection. To perfection.
Yeah. Is this the first time you are ever being attacked ever since you started hitting the criminals, like you say?
Oh, no. I mean, well, this would certainly be the most dangerous.
The most dangerous one.
Yes, because somebody was shot.
Yeah.
You see, I've had people threaten me, send me emails and tell me, we'll slaughter you. Hey, today you are coming on stage. We're going to be there. The guy wearing the red is going to be me. I'll make sure you see me and you don't see any other person. After that, you'll be shot and killed. I remember, yes, we've had that threat when I was at Hits. There was somebody who claimed he was coming from wherever, I don't want to mention the area. And then he said that was what he was going to do to me.
All because of things you say on radio.
Exactly. At that time, he said I'd said something religious that touched his religion, and he was angry. And when he said that, I responded to him and said, oh, so you think the best way is to kill me, right? Dialogue wouldn't work. I was trying to tease him to get into his skin.
Yeah.
And he said, no, dialogue would not help. Now you are scared. I said, really? If it was all about fear, then I would not even be talking to you. I would rather call the police on you.
Yeah.
I just don't want to lose another fan. That's what I told him. Because you're a potential fan.
Right.
The fact that you listen to me and you get angry by what I say sometimes means that you are a follower.
Yeah, a follower.
I don't want to lose you. I will not be lost. You will be lost. Because you've already told me what you're coming there to do.
Right.
All I need to do is to put security there. To look for the guy in red.
In red.
Or any guy who looks suspicious. And then I didn't hear from him later. I think about 6 months later, he sent me a mail and said that he's actually a very big fan.
Wow.
But because I keep saying, Salaga soldier, no bullet ever penetrate, he wanted to test me and see
if bullets ever penetrate.
That's that kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've had countless of these, incidences.
Yeah, sure. I mean, especially at Hits FM, I had a number of, but I kept all of them on the low tone,
But doesn't it disturb you?
Not at all.
Do you discuss it with your wife sometimes?
No,
This
sir.
is what I'm going through, or this is what people are saying.
No, sir.
I
I discuss it with God.
Wow.
I just go to God and I tell God that, well, this is what this person is saying. And most of the time I get a response. God will tell me, forget about this person. This is a comedian.
And just do your thing.
Yeah. Another time it's okay. So you do this, you do that. It happens. When you learn how to go to God, you have no fear. I've never been afraid of a man. The only time I get frightened is when I'm sitting in an aeroplane and it's flying. I will sit right down, stiff. Yeah. Even if it is a 20-hour flight, I will neither doze nor slumber.
Till you arrive.
Till I arrive. And most of the time, I'm not even able to get up and go to the bathroom. Because I believe that when I get up, that's when the plane will crash. And when it's crashing, I will not be able to do whatever I'm supposed to. I don't want to be in the bathroom when I'm dead. I don't want to be in the bathroom when everything is shaking. I want to be on my seat. And I always have that stupid mentality that, well, if the plane is crashing, I'll break the window and fly out. You see,
wow.
I know it's stupid. I know it won't work, but it always comes.
It keeps you comfortable when you think that way?
Well, yes, it does. It makes me feel like, well, there's a way out.
I see.
There's a way out.
So after this most dangerous one, the one you described to be the most dangerous attack, have you taken extra care of your own security?
Well, the police gave me some tips. Oh, you can do this, you can do that. But all I've done is to talk to brethren, Kuchoko soldiers, say, watch out. This is what has happened. Once you call yourselves Kuchoko soldiers, be ready to soldier on. And I think that some good work is being done.
Wow.
I mean, I move around with a couple of them, left, right, and center.
And you feel safer now?
Well, I think that I wouldn't say I feel safe. I've always felt safe.
Right.
What I think is happening is that I am not being careless. You see, it's like you have a prophecy that you're going to buy a car. For that matter, you go to sleep. No, you have to work. So the fact that I feel safe and there's a threat doesn't mean that fold your arms and sleep.
Yeah.
No, still make an effort to show that you are security conscious.
Yes, and you are being careful.
That's right.
I mean, right this morning, we had COVID-19 vaccines arrived in the country, and there was a celebration to welcome it. And a lot of people, well, I would say some people are against the celebration. I mean, what's your take on that?
I think it's a useless thing because we live in a country where we can let school children come out and stand in the hot sun, collapse under the heat of the tropical sun, with a medical doctor who should know better as the education minister claiming that a former president bussed people, in other words, put people in a bus to come there and play cantata, to come there and fall, claiming that they fainted just to score some political points. That is the stupid country we live in, and that is unfortunate. My brother, COVID vaccines are coming, and you are jubilating. It tells you how stupid a country this is. Listen, last month we were talking about some herb that you had found, and that the herb was so potent it could deal with this COVID. All of a sudden, you have boxed it, forced the fox into a small box, locked it up, thrown the keys into the sea, and you are hailing something that is coming from another country that racked its brains to make these vaccines. I think that we are not being serious. I think that we are a country that is receptive and never giving. We always receive. Look at what Sky News wrote about it.
Yeah.
That they have sent the first vaccines out to very poor countries like Ghana. Oh, is it not a shame that my children's children will grow up in a country that is tagged a very poor country? Listen.
But was there something we could have done about it?
About what?
About our situation. If we are poor because we went for it for free.
Honestly, I don't even want to say we are poor. We have been impoverished.
Okay.
You are rich. Somebody intentionally takes the money away from you, the riches, the wealth. How can you say you are poor when you have gold and diamond? How can you say you are poor when you discovered oil? How can you say you are poor when you have rosewood that Chinese people come in and cut and go away? Neem trees, they come in and cut that. If you are a poor country, would all these Chinese guys and the Indians be rushing in? Let's be wise. You see, it hurts me so much that I live in a country with brainless people. It is so hurting, and it's some of these harsh words that will make the people sit up. It's so annoying. My brother, you call me a poor country. A country that has a king sitting on top of gold, and we call him Otufo Otikokoso Nana. Then you tell me that I'm a poor person. That we have a minister who will take us into a certain program called EPIC. They don't read history, and at the same time, they don't even read literature. When you read Macbeth, look, listen, at the time that Macbeth was going to be slaughtered, after he killed King Duncan and took over the throne, what did they say? He said he would not fight. Those people who had come to attack him, he wouldn't fight. They said, okay, well, if you won't fight, no problem. We'll put you in a cage, and on that cage, we'll put a big label on it. Here comes a traitor. A traitor is somebody who betrays people. The moment Macbeth heard the word traitor, he pulled out his sword from his scabbard and started to fight. Labels are very important. Labels. Even the drunken man, when he's going to drink his alcohol, he makes sure that after reading the label, he will still check the content. My brother, it is sad the way we all sit back and don't care about the poor country's label that is slapped on us. I feel sad. I don't want my children to grow in a country like this. And I don't want them to grow in another man's country. I want to change this country.
Are our leaders leading us the way you would want it to be done?
No, they're not. How could they be leading us with Ejapa all over the place? PDS, Nor and Associates, you know, and all that. It's a shame. It's a scam of a leadership.
Wow.
When you have old men and old women in power, whose only thinking is bedtime. What time am I going to bed? Whose thinking is what food is on the menu? In this country, you can never be president till you are old and dying. In this country, you can never be rich as a young man. Your certificate to riches is your old age when you are sickly and dying. Before. If you are a young man and you want to be president, take the gun like Rawlings did, like Sankara did, or else. We believe amongst us that the old are wiser. They forget that fools also grow old. So a fool who is a young man can grow into a bigger fool when he's old. That's it, but we don't seem to know that. Once you have a long beard, gray hair around you, and you quote 2 verses from the Bible, then you are Saint Michael. Wow. And everybody is ready to follow you. I feel hurt that I live in a country that has that. And God will slaughter me and kill me again and again if I don't do anything to alleviate this situation. Yes.
That's why you speak out so passionately.
Exactly.
About 2 months into the second term of President Nana Akufo-Addo, what do you make of his second term? Is it going well for you so far?
It's a waste. For me, I see it as a waste. This is a lying president. It's a president who has no honor. He's a president who is so deceptive. It's a scam of a president. And we are not just using words and terms. I break it down for you. Africa beyond aid. Ghana beyond aid. Boom, boom. Today you are getting aid. Vaccines are coming in and they are labeling you very, very, very poor countries.
Yeah.
You are receiving that. Ghana beyond aid. Ghana beyond whatever. Rhetorics. Talks for nothing.
You don't see the results.
What results? That the aid is still coming in, yet to say you don't need any aid and blah 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 is happening. Yet we have it. You are building a cathedral. I will never forgive you for that. I, as a right-thinking member of this society, Nana Addo has let me down. I was one of those who touted the arrival of the human rights lawyer. Today, human rights abuses are terrible. Human rights are totally flung into the sea, and nobody thinks about that.
Is that why you said Nana Addo is plunging the country into a banana state? Almost.
In fact, I think that we have even grown beyond banana state. We are now a plantain state. It is bigger than a banana state. What are we talking about? I mean, you check out all these things and you realize that, now this was the president who said he was a human rights lawyer. And all of a sudden, we are seeing things that are not making sense. You are building a cathedral. At the same time, you want to have a Japan. All these people around the world say this is a very bad thing this president is doing. He's bent on it because he has promised 1 or 2 prophets and men of God that he would have to do that. The battle is the lost and people are dying. The battle is the 88 hospitals that he will build. My brother, he said he couldn't find land. 13 districts could not give him land. And for that matter, he will now build the 88 hospitals in the skies. Those 88 hospitals cannot be built, but you found land to build a cathedral. You have demolished lawyers and judges' houses to find space to build a cathedral. So when people are sick, they will run to the cathedral. When they are hungry, they will run there. After all, this is a country that believes in God. We will speak in tongues and the clouds will open and food will fall and we eat. Right? Money will fall from the skies. We sit down and eat. Our leaders have a problem.
One of the biggest issues everybody's talking about currently is the LGBTQIA group. And offices are springing up all over the place. Where would you drop or put the blame? Is it government? Is it we as a people?
Well, in my days, it was just LGBT. Yeah. Now they have added Q, they've added I, they've added A, and all that. It means it will continue until all the alphabets are swallowed. My brother, it is a very simple thing. Your laws say you don't want homosexuality. Who gave you the laws? The same white man. When the British came here, they gave you those laws. We have a lot of useless British laws that are still in our laws. And our parliamentarians haven't been able to expunge those yet. I will tackle that another. That's a different conversation. But now as it stands, our law says that homosexuality and all the things you mentioned wrong in this country. Fair enough. I don't like it. I hate it when another country wants to force a bitter tail down the throat of other people. You see, your laws in America are different from our laws. Yes, there's a certain meeting point. But you have different laws. For instance, in this country, polygamy is accepted. It's human rights. A man says he wants 4 wives. And a woman says that, okay, I want to belong to a man who has 2 wives. That's human right. But in America, it's not accepted. But you don't see that as a human right something. See? Now you accept homosexuality and all that. You understand? And some countries in Africa don't accept that. Then you say, if you don't accept this, this is what you would suffer from us. I see that as oppressive. You see, I'm looking for a better word for that. I think that these people are just trying to use power to subdue and oppress our people.
And are they winning this battle?
No, I am going to touch on that. You see, it is unfortunate that it's happening because we cannot go to America and say accept polygamy. So you are a sovereign state. You are a sovereign state. Don't be too wise. Don't be wiser than us. You look down on us when you play the too smart and too wise. We are wise. We know what we are about. We say we don't like it. The best these gay people should be doing should be lobbying the laws, because there are some laws that are useless. You understand? So that when you lobby, like we lobbied for marijuana. Right now, marijuana is here with us. Look at the suffering I went through because of this marijuana thing.
Yeah.
But today, marijuana is on the table. Lobby.
That's what the gay folks should
That's
do.
what they should be doing. That you will come here and force an office on us and flout your activities in our face. For me, it is wrong. But that notwithstanding, remember, if you love me, you must love my dog. You are ready to accept aid from gays. You are ready to take money from lesbians. You are ready to benefit from lesbians. You go to hospitals in America and other places, and gays and lesbians are those manning those hospitals. You have no problem. But when it comes to the activities, you have a problem. That's why if you don't like stealing, don't accept anything from a thief.
Right.
For me, if I said I was a Muslim and I don't eat pork, and you sell pigs and have your money and give me money from your pig business, I will be a hypocritical Muslim
To take the
to
money.
take that money. If I say I don't like prostitution and you do prostitution and bring money and give it to me, and I know that this is money from prostitution, I'm a hypocrite.
Right.
For me, I say that I am a Rasta man. I say that I am vegan. I don't eat animals, meat and all those things. Then you bring me a leather belt. Then you bring me a shoe which is made from animal leather. If I wear that, I'm a hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite.
I am promoting the same activities that I say are wrong.
Stand for.
See?
So in this case, we are being hypocrites when it comes to the
Exactly.
lesbians and gay situation.
Exactly.
The LGBT situation.
Exactly. If you are not ready for them, don't accept their aid. And I like the position where Biden and the rest said, hey, if you are not ready to accept them, then you won't get aid from us anymore, because these are the same people working for us to get the money for you.
For you to have.
Yes, if you don't like prostitution, okay, if you're not ready to accept prostitution, then we won't give you money from prostitutes anymore. It's just
You
normal.
are okay with that.
Very much okay.
You know, in talking about becoming president in Africa, as a young man, you need to be radical. You need to take the gun before you can become a president in Africa. Is that why you support Ugandan Museveni?
Well, I don't support Museveni. I
Right.
really loathe him a lot.
Right.
The guy I support is Robert Sentamu Chagulani, aka Bobby Wine.
Bobby Wine.
So Bloody Museveni is a song that I released with Bobby Wine.
Okay.
And in it I called him a bloody murderer, charlatan, Satan, and all that. He's not a leader but a misleader.
But he seems to be the people's favorite.
How
They
can
voted
he-
for him.
How can he be the people's favorite when he's abducting people night and day? Some are getting lost. Ugandans are all crying. Look, the courts of public opinion says that Bobby Wine won the elections, and everybody saw. All the international observers saw that Bobby Wine won it. But because of a hypocritical dictator like Museveni, the country is running backwards full speed. He came into power in 1986.
Long time ago.
Yes, at that time, Bobby Wine was probably 4 years old. And now he's been in power. And the things, the values that he stood for from when he came in, removed Idi Amin and some other person, the values have started changing. First, he said he was a servant of the people. Now he says, how could he be the servant of the people? You see? So people like Yoweri Kaguta Museveni are liars, power drunk. His son is running a big. He and his son own the ECG equivalent in Uganda. Personal. It's
Private
like
business.
Nana Addo. Yes, Nana Addo and his son. I don't know any of his sons. Nana Addo and his son owning ECG in Ghana. Anytime their opponents misbehave, they switch off the thing on them. It's off. Dum so. Be there. Just like he cancelled Zongo ministry because the Zongo people did not vote for him. That's what Yoweri Museveni does. He does that, and everybody knows that this is a bloody murderer of a dictator. So, I am a Pan-Africanist. I don't only look at activities in Ghana. Remember, I made a song for Barack Obama, yes. Before I made a song for Kwame Nkrumah.
Yes.
When the inspiration comes, I lick
You
it
do
up.
it.
I made a song for Cameroon. Made a song for Uganda.
Yes.
And now that song is an anthem in Uganda.
In Uganda,
It is called Bloody Museveni.
I've read comments about it on YouTube, and Ugandans are rooting for Black Rasta.
For real.
What do you like about Bobby Wine?
Well, Bobby Wine, In fact, he became rich in one day. He was a singer like me, and he's still a singer, singing against the atrocities of the country, smoking his ganja, wearing his dreadlocks, and doing his things. Then he started getting some ears listening to him. And then the government started attacking him because he was getting a lot of support for his music. And when the government attacked him, some smart politicians sat back and said, all right, so if we rebrand you and put you here, you can really fight for the people from the political side. He said, okay. So as he was sitting in the ghetto and having the conversation, the next day, they put him in a high-ranking area in Kampala. So he moved from a single room with his wife in the ghetto into a mansion. Politicians put him there, and he invited the people from the ghettos to come and have a taste of the mansion. These are the people supporting him. And they moved full speed against this government. And he stood for MP, won the MP for the district called Kiadondo. When he won it, he served the people so well, they say, hey, you know what? You are bigger than an MP, be a president.
Straight.
He stood for the presidency and he won. And Kaguta Museveni will not give him the chance because he has never actually won an election on a plain sheet.
And he couldn't go to court if he believes he won. Like Mahama or the NDC feels they won the elections and so they are going to court, or they are in court for election malpractices.
I like that.
Could have been there too.
I like that. When people ask me this, I give them a certain beautiful proverb. I tell them that when the cockroach seeks justice in the court of the fowl, if truly the cockroach wants to win, then it must hire the hawk as its lawyer. That's what it is all over Africa. These wig-wearing goons are not ready to deal with the issue. They have a paymaster who is puppeting them like Kuliko all over the place. But to answer your question, Bobby Wine actually went to court and see the interesting thing that happened. 2 days of sitting in court, the next thing was the judges and the attorney general were seen sneaking through the darkness into Kaguta Museveni's house in the middle of an election petition.
Wow.
And a soldier who was there and liked Bobby Wine and knew that Bobby won the election, videoed everything and leaked it out. And when Bobby Wine saw it, he laughed. And Museveni tried to explain that the judges who came there only came there to discuss a certain ceremony that they were going to have. Listen. And after that, he said there was nothing wrong with that meeting. But they had fired the soldier who leaked the video and locked him up. So you see, there is no justice the cockroach can find in the law court of the fowl.
It can't happen.
No way.
Is the same thing happening in Ghana?
Well, in Ghana, you look at it and a lot of people on the streets are already crying foul. They say, oh, the way this thing is going there. Even, you read it all over the media, that they think that justice is not served them. From where I stand, it is very hard for me to put my foot on any election petition in the whole of Africa.
The whole of Africa?
The whole of Africa.
Justice will not be served.
From where? When we have the Chief Justice handpicked by some presidents, those same people who are going to judge, a lot of them are picked by the president. Are we joking? Let's let the truth be said.
Timbuktu by road. COVID took away the opportunity to hit the road and actually walk from Ghana to Timbuktu. Has that affected the album?
Well, yes, it has affected the album. This is a 2 CD album, and I like this album so much because it's a variety of music. It has reggae, it has kuchoko, it has the beautiful soca in it. We have a little bit of Afrobeat, not Afrobeats.
Afrobeat.
Yes, Afrobeat.
No S.
No S.
Right.
You know, it's right there. And I think that is a very powerful thing. I mean, On this album, I think I have only one poetry, which is my trademark. 32 tracks.
A lot of tracks.
Yes, I mean, fortunately, you were at the
launch.
Yes, my brother. This album, the way we wanted to take it, we wanted to go to Timbuktu, the city of learning in Mali, and we had already made our, arrangements. Oh, we were about to move when COVID came in, and we had to hold it, but it's still going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. But I'm so happy that this album, on its own merit, has been able to penetrate the iTunes chart.
Right.
This, as it stands right now, is the 76th best-selling album in the world.
Wow, 76.
76
album.
Best-selling album, yes.
Yeah.
Best-selling album
in the world.
On iTunes, UK, the whole world. Best-selling album in the world.
Some great news.
76, yes. And see, it's ahead of Buju Banton's album called LES. It's ahead of Jackio's Reflection album is ahead of Gregory Isaac's #1 album called Night Nurse. And even Bob Marley's Legend.
Wow.
You see, this, remember, I'm not talking about any other thing but sales.
Yeah, sales, yeah.
There's no way I will compare myself to any of these great artists. No. I'm not doing that. All I'm saying that in terms of sales
specifically,
as it stands right now on iTunes UK, and you can check that for yourself, it's called Timbuktu by Road, is number 76. In fact, it's even ahead of Damian Marley's Stony Hill album.
Wow.
Coffee is about 74, and she won the Grammy, and we are 76. There are only 2 Africans on the iTunes UK chart as it stands right now. And it's BLAKK RASTA and Lucky Dube. One is alive and still walking on earth. The other one is flown away home. So, I mean, that is the story right now.
This is some great news. And I can't wait for you to hit the road with Timbuktu by Road when COVID, goes down. Now that we have the vaccine, I'm hoping that very soon we can start going about our normal duties.
For real.
Like the way we used to do.
We're looking forward
to
going out and having fun. I truly would like to see something from our herbal people. That is what I have my eyes on. Now, Cuba said they were going to give Ghana the technology to make their own vaccine. I think I'm looking forward to that. But for me, as I sit down, I truly don't think I need a vaccine. Honestly. I truly don't think that I need a vaccine.
You truly don't think you need the vaccine?
No, I don't think so.
Will you be taking it?
No, I don't think so. No. I'm a herbalist. I deal with herbs. The president said, eat kontomire and eat dawadawa and eat kobe. These are things I've been eating for so long. That is why I never fall ill. That is why I stay strong. But if it comes to being between the hard place and the devil, that we must take this vaccine, and if they think that is going to protect other people, we might end up taking it. But as it stands right now, if it's voluntary,
you won't take it.
No, sir. I would rather go and take my herbs. Yeah.
What herbs are we talking about?
So many different herbs. I mean, marijuana is seen as, the king of the forest. Is that so many different things?
King of the herbs.
King of the herbs. Yes. We have so many. President says eat kontomire. That's a herb.
Yeah.
Says eat dawadawa. Where is dawadawa from? So all those things, I am so disappointed that when the herbalist came out with that herb, and then Noguchi even said, oh, this herb is so good, we see that it can deal with this pandemic, but we have given it out to FDA to also do the final next thing. We are hearing they are bringing vaccines to inject people.
Interesting. Final one before you go, BLAKK RASTA. We've taken quite enough of your time. What is the secret to staying fresh, relevant on radio for several years?
Very, very, very beautiful question. I think that you must have the passion. If you have the passion, add prayer, add hard work. There's no way you will ever fail.
Have passion.
Passion.
Add prayer.
Prayer.
Hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah.
There's no way. Hey, Arnold, I tell you, man, that's why I said it's a beautiful question. We started with a lot of people at a time that reggae was not seen as anything commercial. Remember the last interview we had on Vibes in 5?
Yeah.
When you asked me if I was getting back on radio after I'd gone to the US to do my teaching and all that, I told you yes. For some reasons, I will return. And one of them was I needed to be paid 10,000 Ghana cedis as salary.
Yeah.
You would have to pay me a poaching fee. You must give me a car. And then I remember you asked me, hey, are you sure you'll get that?
Yeah.
I got that with xylophone. And I'm glad that you are with xylophone and you know what it is.
Know it.
I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting. All I'm telling you is that when you know your worth, you will not allow anybody to push you around. I knew what I wanted and I knew what I could achieve with that. You see, I research. Look, I have a program that I handle alone.
Every day.
I am the one who plays the music. I decide what music goes on air. And I play and mix that music. At the same time, I do all the 4 segments that I have on my show. I don't bring guests to come and sit down there and do something. I'm not saying bringing guests is wrong. All I'm saying is that I do everything. See?
One-man soldier.
One-man soldier. Play the music, talk for 4 hours, and always after my show, I lose my voice because the energy that goes into it. And when you have that passion, God will never let you down. And listen to advice. When the fans tell you, oh, Arnold, I like your show. Don't just say, hi, you see me. No. You'll ask them, what do you like about it?
Yeah.
After that, what don't you like about it? People meet me on the street and say, yay, Charlie, if you go play me music. I don't let it end there. I ask them, what music do you want? From that, I'm able to build my playlist. That's why a lot of people listen to me and they're like, oh, he plays a lot of old reggae. That is what moves my spirit. If I cannot move my spirit, there's no way I will move your spirit. See, I don't want to play music that will let me snore. As I'm snoring, 1 million other people have snored long ago. I must be able to raise the people. I can play a song that nobody likes in Ghana and make them love it. Because of the energy and the spirit that I'll put into it.
It will reflect.
It will reflect. That's how it is. And by so doing, you must have a focus. What do you really want to achieve? Are you in there because of the money? I am worried when I have listenership waning. Every day, I let my producer understand. Let me know how many people are watching me on YouTube. Every day, screenshot it. Let me know. If the previous day was bigger, I try to find out what made it big. And don't be shy to take advice from even the smallest people. They are those who even have some of the rudimental ideas that will help you. I think that these are the things that have helped me and have kept me there. I have a focus. I won't say this today and tomorrow go and say another thing. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I won't say I didn't say it.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
You won't say you didn't say it.
That's right.
What is it with dark studios? You love to be in the dark when you're running your show. Is there anything special about it?
You realize that all this time that we're speaking, I've not looked into your face directly.
Yeah.
Yes. When I am on the radio and I'm talking, I get into a certain kind of euphoria, a certain kind of physical and spiritual state that I imagine 1 million people listening to me. And I imagine them skanking to the music I'm playing. I imagine them feeling the vibes. So I ask my spirit, what can I do next to take them to the next level? When I open my eyes and I'm seeing people walking around, that
it confuses.
It takes out that atmosphere.
Right.
So I kill all the lights in the studio and I'm in the dark talking to the spirit. That's what I do. It's been like that with me from when I started. Listen, I remember I was at Happy FM and I was on air, talking my things and doing my things. And the technician came into the studio and stood there for 30 minutes. My eyes were closed. I never saw him.
Wow.
The only time I opened my eyes, go to fade the thing. Then I fade it, click on the thing, and though this were even playing CD. See? He stood there for 30 minutes and videoed me.
You didn't see him.
Look, I was crying on radio because of some things that I was talking about. Tears were running down. And I still do that. I don't feel shy to let my emotions come down. Because the more the people feel your emotions, the more they get carried along, not carried away, carried along the journey. So that is what I do. And I make sure that I do it every time. Any program that I do, and I come out and my spirit feels weak, I feel like I should rewind the time and start
do it
the program again.
Interesting.
So every time, that's why when you come into the studio and something is not working, I go mad.
Yeah.
something is gone off. Sometimes I even walk off because the kind of energy and preparation that I come into the studio with, somebody hasn't done his work and I can't hear my voice, or something is happening in the studio.
It kills you.
It takes me away, man. Yeah.
And you love your headphones so loud.
Yeah.
In fact, you destroy speakers in the studio all the time.
Yeah.
If it's not loud enough, you don't get it?
I like that. I remember at Hits FM, they said I was spoiling the headphones and blah, 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 blah. For that matter, they bought me my own headphone. And I kept that whole headphone for all the years that I was at Hits.
Right.
Till everything was done, and I still carried it on.
Yeah.
So somebody else was spoiling the headphones, not me.
It's not you.
But they will always blame it on you because you are the one who plays loud music. I remember there was a day at Hits FM, I was on air and jamming out the place. Dorinando came on the door. Why? That's not how to talk in the microphone. Look, the microphone is far away from you, and you are shouting. I'm hearing everything you are saying in the microphone in the next studio. Why? She was angry. I understood why, but that's your problem. My listeners are enjoying what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Go sort yourself out.
Right.
Even there's another brother, Ni Ayitego.
Yeah.
He got mad, kicked the door down. You are making so much noise to the point that they have to come take my speaker. Some small speaker that was under the table that gave me vibration under my feet. Once I opened it and I was feeling the zoom, boom, 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 boom. I flew into another world and did my. If you take that speaker away,
you kill my spirit.
You finish me. So I have the headphone is blaring hot in my ears, but remember, some people don't understand. See how I wear my turban?
Yeah.
It covers my earlobes.
Yes, it covers it.
Covers the thing.
Yeah.
So it filters the music.
Right.
And gives me the digested product into my ears, and I hear nothing but the voices of angels. And I fire. That's how it works. So if you want to look at the volume of my speaker and you don't wear turban and you put it in, you blast your ears.
So it doesn't really hurt you.
No way.
Because people are worried about you, like his ears, man.
I remember
not knowing the turban covers it.
It does, man. I mean, I remember at Hits FM, there's a brother called something Yusuf. I've forgotten the other name. He was a chief technician. He told me, hey, right now you will not feel it. When you are growing old, you will see your ears. You can't hear anything. I'm 46. I still hear clearer than my little 2-year-old.
Wow.
Slightest noise, I will hear it. That is why. I mean, you are at xylophone, and you know what's happened. Yeah. When I'm on radio, and the carpenter is in the next 10 buildings, and he's bam, I hear it. I say, hey, producer, I don't like this noise. Please, let this guy. It's because of me, the xylophone studio has that covering, the glass there. Yeah. See? Because the glass was open and people could just walk around and, see them. And I told them, Charlie, I don't. Even Sami saw it earlier before I came to the studio and told them that BLAKK RASTA won't like this. Because that's why they brought
the covering.
The covering. You could pull it up because it's not all about BLAKK RASTA. Maybe Arnold likes it open, so now it's adjustable. Yeah. You can pull it and then you can watch the people if that gives you that inspiration. But for me, I like to be in my enclosed world and fire to the entire world.
And I'm sure that's what saved you from the attacker.
Yes, it did. Because when he came, I mean, he looked around, he looked into the studio, he couldn't see any human being, and he went up there and did his thing. But I was right there. I was right in the studio.
Thank you very much, BLAKK RASTA, for coming through. It's been very, very, very interesting having you on Vibes in 5 again. I really appreciate your time. Blessing. All right, so the new one is the one you have with Bobby.
Yeah.
Right. And also Timbuktu by Road is still on sale. Yes. You can still get it. Anyway, guys, this is the Kuchoko man, the Malam Tonga. Eddie's favorite song, Malam Tonga. Thank you, BLAKK RASTA, again for coming. My name is Arnold, and this has been Vibes in 5.